I started these seeds 7 days ago, and I need to show you this because it's gonna let you know if you did this right or if you already messed up. Take a look at the results. All right, if you look closely, I do have a lot of them that are already up, and we still have some of the dirt because the seed is still on them and I don't want to pry them out, but the ones that are exposed, well, you can see that they have a nice color. And most of them are evenly uniform. I do have a couple that are kind of long, and I'll tell you why in a second. But we do have one area that has not come up yet. And in the last video, I told you about checking the slit here. This one didn't drain the water out, so that's why these did not come up. But look, every last one of the other ones did come up. So these trays and these individual domes are a straight game changer. Now, the reason why I do have a couple of these that are real long is because when they came up so fast and I didn't pay attention to it, and it was under my grow light, and therefore 40s were reaching a little too high because they came up the fastest. They came up reaching for the light. So make sure you check if you get trays like this, and time they break through, go ahead and take the top off and make sure that light is just over top, and you'll be good to go. Around day number 7, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and water from the bottom. So all I gotta do is just put the water in and water the tray, and once it gets to the top, then I know to back off. And like I said, I like watering from the bottom because we don't have to worry about splashing the plants and getting disease or anything like that on the plant. Now, you don't have to worry about fertilizing yet, but we want to make sure that we have the true leaves first. And so right now we're good to go. There are no true leaves that are on here just yet. And just make sure that you check your plants, unlike I did with a couple of these that came up first. And then you want to make sure you take the cover off and put those lights down low so they don't start reaching like this one right here and this one back here. I want to take a minute to talk about one of the greatest watermelon guys around. Now, I'm not just saying that because I created it, but if you are a beginning watermelon grower or if you're advanced, there is something in here for you. I took all of my experiences and put it in this packet, and it is going to give you the shortcut to make sure that you don't make the mistakes that I've made in the past. All right, and I'm gonna give you some examples. This right here is the section on the most common issues watermelon growers face. Number 1, lots of vines, no melons. Only male flowers, blossom end rot, cracked melons, and squash bugs. But there's several more things on here as well. So I'm gonna let you know that this is available for sale for $29, and the link is in the description. And just think about it. Every year I'm going to make additions to this. And so once you have it, you get the updated versions as well. All right, let's get back to the video. I'm going to be real with y'all. The setup was everything. I'm talking about the seedling trays. Now, just remember the dome. When I poured the water inside of the dome, and they start trickling down, except for this one. I didn't check this one, and that's why these seedlings the seeds have not come up yet. But look at all the other ones. Every last one of them came up except for this one, because that dome was critical because it keeps the humidity inside that teeny little area, and so those seeds have no choice but to bust through. So I need to make sure all of my domes have the slit in them, so then I will have 100% germination. But that's pretty impressive. The next thing, and if you're new to the channel, we talked about the slits on the side. Once these grow, the slits on the side is going to make sure that it is not being root bound. So you're not going to have the roots tangling up, because time the roots come out here and they hit the air, it's going to be air prune. And so when you pull them out, you're not going to see any root bound. I'm telling you, I tried it last year and not one of them was root bound. And the next thing I like is the big holes at the bottom. So once you try to take them out, because they're gonna be going out after I harden them off and after they get a little bit larger, then all you gotta do is press your thumb right here and push all of the soil out with the seedling, and you're not gonna damage your roots at all. So this is a straight game changer, like I said. So if you're starting your seeds this season, I highly recommend getting these Vago trays, and I'll put a link in the description down below along with my discount code. I'll keep you updated on how these grow, because we're going for big watermelons this season. And if you are too, I do have some seeds for sale that came from my 55 pounder and my 69 pound Carolina Cross. The genetics are still good. Every year I grow a bigger watermelon. There could be a seed in here that's gonna grow me 100 pounds. You never know. But if you want to purchase some, they're $9 a pack. I'll put a link in the description. I'll put my email address and you can reach out to me there. All right, I'll see you in the next video over here.